This is Stock Day. News and interviews from the microcap world. Public information on the OTC, pink sheets, and microcap stocks from around the world. With your host, Everett Jolly.
On today's show, we have a very exciting guest. His name is Steven Rossi. He is the CEO of FNHI Holdings International, Inc., ticker symbol FNHI. It's on the OTC QB. Good afternoon, Steven. How are you doing, sir?
Very well. How are you?
I'm doing well. First of all, I want to say congratulations on 2015. I believe that was your best year ever in earnings. So congrats on that.
Thank you very, very much. We worked real hard, and the results were in the numbers at the closing of the year.
Can you tell my listeners and myself a little bit about Truckmark and who's your market? Just give us your model of what you guys do.
Certainly. TruckSmart is a designer, engineer, producer, and ultimately a manufacturer of truck bed covers, commonly referred to as tonneau covers. Essentially what these items are the systems that's used to cover the beds of light duty pickup trucks in the market, to your Ford F-150s, your Dodge Rams, your Chevys. And what used to be kind of a niche market has now become the mainstay market with, pickup truck and light duty truck sales outpacing, sedan sales in the local market. Essentially, our job is to redefine this market. What we do and what we've always set out to do is innovate and further utilize the pickup truck bed of today's trucks. And by that I mean trucks have come a long way. They're fully featured. They have all these great innovations and they're just as comfortable and fuel efficient as sedans. But the most crucial and sought after accessory for the truck, the tonneau cover, has remained much the same since virtually, let's say, mid 90s. Our endeavor was to innovate and better utilize the truck bed of today's market. And we've done that with our 5 current products, and we actually have 2 very unique products on the verge of being released, and we're anticipating to release them at some point shortly. And what these covers will do is allow cargo division, increase your fuel economy. They're user-centric and DIY. They're great for the DIY where they can be installed by the purchaser themselves with no technical skills required, no drilling, no cutting. They're a bolt-on accessory that will pay for itself within the course of 1 to 5 years just in the savings of fuel.
Now, if I wanted to buy one of these TruckSmart covers, would I have to just go to your website, or do you have franchise people set up? Are you in retail stores? Give us the layout of the land on that, if you would.
Absolutely. TruckSmart has always been very well set on the ethics of business and the 3-tier distribution. So essentially, we will manufacture, we'll sell to a master warehouse distributor. The distributor will sell to the dealer, and these dealers are your brick and mortar stores in your local neighborhoods who will sell our products. So we, at this point, don't sell directly to the consumer ourselves. We allow, the 3-party distribution to take place. And most local truck accessory or just auto accessory stores, even heck parts stores, carry our brand of products. By simply walking in the door, they'll show you a suite of products, the pricing associated with each one. You pick it, they'll either have it in stock or they'll have it on order within 24 hours. We have a fill rate of same day, which is unprecedented in this market, which that means is if one of our distributors or dealers does not have a product in stock, we will ship that product that very same day. It should be anywhere within the contiguous U.S. or Canada within 48 to 72 hours.
My guest today is Steven Rossi. He is the CEO of FNHI Holdings International, Inc., ticker symbol FNHI. It's on the OTC QB. TruckSmart Franchise Holdings, it's an international wholly owned subsidiary, founded in 2011. One question that I have for you, Steven, is that Who is your competition in this space?
Oh, well, the competition has actually been an extremely dynamic kind of story in the past, let's say 5 years or so. We used to have an individualized competitor base of between 5 and 10 mainstay competitors. We can name Back Industries, Exane Corporation, Lund, Tunnel Pro as just some of the competitors that we had that were all individual. What's happened now, which I believe is a sign of greater things on the horizon, is there's been a massive amount of amalgamation or acquisitions in this market where virtually two companies own multiple tonneau cover brands. So essentially where we used to have 7 or 8 competitors or up to 10, we now only essentially have 2 that own and have acquired all of the individual competitors that we had. So there's one company called Truck Hero Incorporated that owns, I believe, between 5 to 7 individual tonneau cover manufacturers. And those are the larger ones, your Tuxedo, your Exane Corporation, Back Industries, Undercover Industries, all large, well-faceted companies. We're friendly competitors with these. And Lund Incorporated, that makes accessories some people might be familiar with, which are your hood and window deflectors. They just purchased Tunnel Pro, which was a very close competitor of ours. And we all collaborate very well in this market because there's just a massive market to be had. A quick and interesting fact is this auto accessory market, the tonneau cover market itself, generates sales of upwards of 2,500 tonneau covers sold in the market in the USA per day alone.
That's incredible.
And it's a roughly $2 million a day market, just every single day in tonneau cover sales in the aftermarket. And there's plenty of business out there for everyone. And the interesting fact is of these 2,500 tonneau covers sold every day in the USA alone, only 22% of pickup truck owners actually have a tonneau cover. That means 78% of truck owners out there do not have a tonneau cover. And simple napkin math to tell you that, TruckSmart's mandate isn't to necessarily focus on the 22% of the saturated market, but look at that glaring number as to why 78% of people that own pickup trucks are not buying tonneau covers. We're interested in that market and facilitating those sales. And those are very savvy consumers that demand a more refined product, a more innovative product, and that's exactly what we're going to give them.
That's awesome. Now, what kind of goals and objectivities do you have for 2016? Obviously, you set the world on fire in 2015. What do you have in store for us in 2016?
We're extremely excited on our side. Very, very much so. Eager to go. 2015, like you said, is true. We spent most of that internally building a good foundation from which we could build our future. We released 3 new products in 2015, which is unheard of in this market, and we have 2 more on slate to be released in 2016. So the goals are very simple: to keep things simple and take them one step at a time. And that's going to be, number one, is to continue our expansion and further reach into the Latin American markets. Establish, strong distribution in the U.S. and in Canada, which we have, but we just want to build on that. Without, breaking any unspoken rules or ethical rules. We don't believe in oversaturation of a market. And then also, and what we're extremely excited for, is the release of the Alpha line of products. And what the Alpha line of products are, to you pickup truck owners listening today, is exactly, it's oriented of the name. It will be the most refined and innovative truck bed cover system available in the world today. The Alpha line, the TruckSmart Alpha, will come hopefully in Q2, Q3 2016, and we'll push more information available on our website on that product. And then we're also very excited on the Alpha Helios edition, and the name begs what it is. Helios refers to the god of the sun, and this will be the first fully functional tonneau cover built on the Alpha innovation system that will actually provide over 400 watts of electrical current to your truck. And what that is made for is simple. It's 2-tier. For current truck owners that are gasoline or diesel or combustion driven, you'll have essentially an outlet bank at the back of your truck to which you can access electricity, 110 volts at any time. That's great for contractors, outdoorsmen, campers, RV owners, and whatnot, where you can have a virtual limitless amount of energy available to you as you need. And we have the future in mind as well, because, as I always say, it's not a question of if, but when electric and electric hybrid trucks are going to dominate the market. And TruckSmart wants to be ahead of the curve and provide a very, very sustainable solution for these trucks to extend the range that the owner can drive. Essentially, our goal is to extend, it will allow the owners of that truck to drive as far as you can without needing to charge. And as solar technology advances, so will the electrical output of the Helios. And who knows what the future has in store for that product.
How exciting is that? Go ahead and give out your website address to our listeners if they wanted to get in touch with you or buy one of your products.
Absolutely. The website is trucksmartcovers.com. It's a bit of a cumbersome name to spell, so it's www.truxm for Michael, ART, covers, COVERS.com.
My guest today has been Steven Rossi. He is the CEO of FNHI, that's Franchise Holdings International, Inc., and they are on the OTC QB. Steven, thank you very much for coming on the show today. It was a pleasure catching up with you, and we'll be talking with you probably in about next 60 or 90 days to see what else you guys got going on.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.